through the early overs, then they should be able to build a good total, as the pitch will be great for batting. The bowlers need to keep a full length early on to try to take advantage of the moisture in the pitch. A tough call, perhaps a good toss to lose. Well,
Trescothick is going to face the first ball of the match. Well, let's take a look at the scorecard. Hold him. That got all the way through.
That early wicket will begin to put some serious pressure on England.
So then, that's the end of Trescothick.
A first ball duck. His teammates will be merciless when he gets back to the dressing room.
Hussain is the new batsman for England. Srinath has picked up the first wicket of the match. It's straight to a fielder. That's cleared the rope. 6 runs.
He smashed that a long way. Great to watch for the neutral, but the bowler won't be too happy.
Over the top and away for 4. That takes him into double figures. Srinath is proving to be a little expensive. Nineteen overs are left in the innings. Let's take a look at how the innings has gone so far. These are the bowling figures. Srinath has finished with figures of 4 overs, 1 for 32, 145 runs required. Well, let's take a look at the scorecard. It's straight at Caddick. That's a lovely way to get off the mark. Knight just picks that up inside the rope. India move on to 1. It's straight to a fielder. A very good over. Only one offered in the end.
India will be looking to take full advantage of the early fielding restrictions by scoring some quick runs.
Carrick to begin a new over. The required run rate has crept up to around 7.5 and over. Stopped by White. Dravid is now facing. A long hop and punished. That's the first boundary for Dravid. No wicket for 5. Flicked away nicely.
Waiting.
The total is now no wicket for 6. That's gone high in the air.
What an effortless shot. Brilliant. England need to keep it tighter than that.
Goff to begin a new over. The required run rate is around 7 and over. Super wicket keeping. They have 18 overs to get 132. Goff to Dravid. The score is now no wicket for 14. Dravid facing. Clean bowled. The batsman really had no answer to that ball.
Too late now. It went straight through the gate.
So then, that's the end of Dravid. Laxman is the next man in. Goff takes the first wicket of the innings. That's in the stands. 6 runs. Hardly seemed to hit that, yet it sailed over the ropes.
Well, he really hit that a long way. Exciting stuff.
Goff to bowl to Laxman. That's a great shot. Laxman moves into double figures with those runs. 121 runs required. Goff continues. Hit straight to a fielder.
The fielding restrictions provide the opportunity for attacking batsmen to score some fast, early runs.
Carrick to Tendulkar. Now the run rate stands at just over 7 and over. That's too short, and it's been dispatched before. That takes him into double figures. Great take by the wicketkeeper. The total is now 1 for 28. The batsman will have to run these. The batsmen are coming back for a second. Fielded by Thorpe. India are 1 for 31. It's straight at Thorpe. Goff to begin a new over. The required run rate is around 7 and over. Not timed perfectly, but they'll get some runs anyway. It's straight at Trescothick. Goff is back in the attack. Didn't quite get hold of that one properly. Flintoff out at long on. Well, that'll beat the fielder. Goff is not impressed.
That came right out of the meat. Excellent shot.
That's the end of the 5th over. Carrick to begin a new over. The required run rate is around 7 and over. Well, the batsman didn't look at all comfortable there. A cracking stroke. That ball was at the fence in no time at all.
Too short, too wide. Not a great delivery.
Carrick to bowl to Laxman. Laxman has moved into the 20s and is starting to look far more relaxed. It's high in the air. Carrick is not impressed.
The straight drive's not the easiest shot to play, but that was perfect. Full face of the bat and good footwork.
1 now for 49. Carrick to Laxman. It's straight at Trescothick. That over cost 10 runs. Goff to begin a new over. Now the run rate stands at just over 6.5 and over. There it goes. Tendulkar has moved into the 20s and is starting to look far more relaxed. The 50 is up for India. Goff continues. Stopped by Hussain. It's high in the air. You really can't afford to pitch short on this track.
He picked his spot well there, a glorious boundary.
Goff at the start of his run-up. Pushed into the gap. Oh. So there was 9 off that over. Carrick to begin a new over. The required run rate is around 6.5 and over. A long hop and punished. He's timing the ball perfectly today.
That was a beautiful front foot shot. The timing was spot on.
They have 13 overs to get 83. One now for 63. Tendulkar is now on strike. Steered expertly into the gap. The second wicket pair have moved their partnership on to 50. There's a mix-up with the batsman. There's a mix-up with the batsman. He looked as if he was home to me. Carrick is back in the attack. The batsman will have to run these. Eight runs came from that over for India. We're about to see the first bowling change. The run rate stands at just under 6.5 and over. Superb shot. He's timing the ball perfectly today.
He'll have enjoyed that one. It was for the moment it left his bat.
They have 12 overs to get 75. Straight up in the air.
That was an excellent shot. Very exciting.
174. Sehwag to Tendulkar.
Well, he just picked it out perfectly, that shot.
So then, that the end of Tendulkar. a fine inning from Inverclyde.
He didn't seem to have any problems to get his eye on, so he's disappointed to get out now.
Kohli is the new batsman for India. Sehwag gets his first wicket. India 2 down now for 74. It's a lovely way to get off the mark. That over eased the pressure on the batting team. We're about to see a change in the bowling. The run rate stands at just under 6 and over. White to Blacksman. That's gone high in the air. That had 4 written all over it. Long hop and dispatch for 4. That's the first boundary for England. That's the end of the 10th over. Hoggard to begin a new over. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here. Not timed perfectly, but they'll get some runs anyway. Played into the gap. That's racing away to the fence. That takes him into double figures. Hoggard at the start of his run-up. Good bowling from Hoggard.
That is fine bowling. 5-yard Yorker into the block hole to keep the batsman guessing.
So they need 59 to win from 55 balls. White to begin a new over. The required run rate has crept up to around 6 and over. White at the start of his run-up. That's over the infield and racing away for 4. He was onto that in a flash.
Well played. He got into perfect position for that shot, head over the ball, weight going forward.
There should be some runs here. It's high in the air. That was a wonderfully timed straight drive.
Poor bowling. His captain won't be too happy with him after that delivery.
That's 9 off the over now. It's been a rather expensive over so far. That's gone high in the air, and there's a fielder under it.
Well held. It must have stung his hands coming down from that height.
Ganguly has gone for 14. The new batsman is the left-handed Badani. White gets his first wicket. India are 3 down now for 95. The new batsman won't face for the time being. Now the run rate stands at just over 6 and over. That bouncer had him in a great deal of difficulty.
That was an excellent bouncer. The batsman didn't look at all comfortable.
3 now for 96. Hoggard continues. He's got it into the gap. Badani is off the mark. It's high in the air. Crowd were brought to their feet by that shot.
Well, it was in the air, but there's no one there. No risk.
That moves the score into 3 figures for India. There it goes. Super shot by Laxman.
Fantastic shot there. He knew it was 4 as soon as he struck it.
Stopped by Thorpe. That over cost 11 runs. The run rate stands at just under 5 and over. Great shot by Laxman. The crowd were brought to their feet by that shot.
Well, if you're going to pitch that short, you'll get punished.
34 runs required. White at the start of his run-up. That's straight up in the air. That was a wonderfully timed straight drive.
Gave the batsman too much room there. 4 runs.
9 runs came from that over. Hoggard bowled the last of his allotted overs. The required run rate is around 4.5 and over. It's high in the air, and he's got away with it. Hit straight to a fielder. He's worked that into the gap. The batsmen are coming back for a second. There's a mix-up with the batsman. That's gone high in the air. That's the first boundary for Badani. That's the end of the 15th over. White to bowl to Laxman. Now the run rate stands at just over 4.5 and over. He's found the gap with that one. The crowd are standing to applaud him. Laxman has scored 50 off 47 balls.
He's looked in good form and needs to build on this now.
White to bowl to Badani. Badani facing. It's in the air. That takes him into double figures. It's high in the air. You can't afford to bowl at him there.
Well, he won't have pleased his skipper with that delivery. He needs to keep it tight.
4 overs are left in the innings. We're about to see a change in the bowling. The required run rate looks a fairly comfortable 2.5 and over. Well, the fielder's not going to cut that off. Laxman is looking to punish any short deliveries.
He'll have enjoyed that one. It was for the moment it left his bat.
He's worked that into the gap. It's in the air. It looked as if he was home to me. Badani facing. Three overs are left for India. We're about to see a change in the bowling. The required run rate looks a fairly comfortable 1 and over. It's in the air. He's timing the ball perfectly today.
He played that with a lovely straight bat. He'll be pleased.
3, now 4 and 45. To sum up then, India win by 7 wickets. Well, let's take a look at the scorecard. These are the bowling figures. Giles now has figures of none overs, no wicket for 4,